If he builds the wall the way he built Trump Towers, he'll be using illegal immigrant labor to do it. The second...
So cute. Such a cute soundbite.
But no, it's not a soundbite. It's a fact.
Yeah,
Again, go online and Google it. Donald Trump, Polish workers. You'll see it. The second thing about the trade war, I don't understand, because your ties and the clothes you make is made in Mexico and in China. So you're going to be starting a trade war against your own ties and your own suits.
All right. You know why? Because
Why don't you
they
make them in
devalue
America?
their currencies.
No.
They devalue their currencies.
Well, then make them in
that
America.
Makes it impossible. Well, you don't know anything about business. You lose
Well,
on
make them
everything
in
you do.
America.
Let me just tell you. They devalue their currencies. China, Mexico, everybody, Japan, with the cards. They devalue their currencies to such an extent that our businesses cannot compete with them. Our workers lose their jobs.
So you make them in China and in
Russia. You wouldn't know anything about it because you're a lousy
Well, I don't know
businessman.
anything about bankrupting four companies.
No,
You
I
bankrupted
know.
four companies.
You know what?
I don't know anything about
You know what?
starting a
That's
university.
called-
That was a fake university.
First of all,
a fake university.
That's called.
There are people
let
that
me just
borrowed
tell you, that's-
$36,000 to go to Trump University, and they're suing him now. $36,000 to go to a university.
By the way,
that's a fake school.
And by the way,
and you know what they got? They got to take a picture with a cardboard cutout of Donald Trump.
And by the way,
that's what they got for the
$36,000.
I want to move on.
And they actually did a very good job, but I've won most of the lawsuit. Here's the guy that buys a house for $179,000. He sells it to a lobbyist who's probably here for $380,000, and then legislation is passed. You tell me about this guy. This is what we're going to have.
Here's the guy that inherited $200 million. If he hadn't inherited $200 million, you know where Donald Trump would be right now? Selling watches in Manhattan.
That is so wrong. We'll work on that. I took $1 million and I turned it into $10 billion. I borrowed $1
then
million.
Release the tax return so we can see how much money he makes.
I borrowed $1 million. I turned it into $10 billion.
So that happened. That was quite an exchange.
I kept thinking, I just felt such pity for whomever was having to do the simultaneous translation for Telemundo. I mean, can you imagine that one?
I kept wondering who was screeching in the hall there, the strange voice in the back.
And I think what's going to be interesting is what does Trump do now with Marco Rubio? Because he has been so great at branding other opponents. Ted Cruz, he's branded him as a liar. He talked about Jeb Bush as low energy.
Comes to mind.
I mean, and this, you know, Marco Rubio is going to be branded by Donald Trump at a time when he needs to start winning and to start defining himself.
I mean, someone else made this point earlier. Choking, I think you made that point. I think we're starting to hear that word a lot now tonight. I sense we're going to hear that a lot in the days ahead.
Right, but look, I think what we learned from that exchange, though, too, was Marco Rubio is aggressive. I tried to use the analogy earlier about it, like he looked like a boxer working a speed bag. And he did the one thing that Donald Trump hasn't really experienced during this campaign, which is somebody relentlessly attacking him and being on offense and interrupting him and stopping him and coming back. He hates that, and I think he had some tough moments there when you actually challenged him.
Yeah, the one thing I really thought was most interesting about that exchange was how Marco Rubio brought up the issue of Trump University, and not they went to court and did those kind of things, but he charged students $36,000, and it probably wasn't a quality education. Look at what's going on the Democratic side of the aisle. Student loans is a huge deal. I mean, a lot of people on the left want automatic loan forgiveness. To go against a guy in a general election who profited off students and sent them little cardboard cutouts, I mean, that is devastating.
We got to take a quick break. More with our panel, more of tonight's remarkable moments. We'll be right back.